So, yesterday, Nintendo did a big, chonky direct. I'm talking chonky. One of the best directs they've done in quite a while. Really, quite a long time. One of the best directs they've done in a while. Started it off straight, going straight in with Pikmin 4 gameplay trailer. Which to some of you, might not have been great. But I quite like Pikmin. I just find it really relaxing. I don't know what it is. I just find Pikmin really relaxing. Just solving like puzzles with like really tiny creatures. Isn't that really relaxing? I just sort of find that really relaxing. It's kind of a nice relaxing thing. They also announced, I can't remember the name of it, but they announced a free to play sort of football game that's been released on the Switch. That kind of looks better than Mario Strikers, which is the thing. Although hey, that's not hard. It isn't actually that hard to make a game better than Mario Strikers. But they announced that. They also announced that Professor Layton is getting his first game on the Switch. I can't remember what it was called, but it was something. Sega's Maraca Shaking Monkey makes his triumphant return as Somebody Amigo comes back. And because every game must legally have it, it has Battle Royale in it. We've also given something very big, which I'm very much happy about. We got Game Boy and Game Boy Advance stuff on the Switch. We got that on the Switch. And then Nintendo, the lovely people that they were like, hang on a minute. Do you know how you've just had Game Boy and Game Boy Advance stuff on the Switch? You would also like, at this moment in time, a Metroid Prime remaster announcement to give me an emotional and mental breakdown of excitement on my Twitch stream. And then Nintendo got me all excited by that, and I was like, said to Twitch chat, I was like, alright, who's hyped? Who's ready for a June release of Metroid Prime Remastered? And what did Nintendo do? They go, available shortly after his presentation. And it's like, what? Nah, fam, nah. So we ended up streaming last night, that on Twitch last night. They also gave us a little gameplay glimpse, little gameplay look at Breath. I keep doing that. I keep trying to say Breath of the Wild 2. It's not Breath of the Wild 2. Tears of the Kingdom. We'll get there eventually. We've got our first gameplay look at Tears of the Kingdom, and I gotta say, the game looks incredible. The game looks incredible. The game looks really good. Really good. The game actually does look amazing looking. I cannot wait to jump into it. You can definitely tell it's a sequel to Breath of the Wild, because it's kind of got some similarities going on, but it looks different, but I like the look of it. And it feels finally nice to know we have gameplay, and it hasn't been delayed. Still May 12th. Still happening on the 12th of May. It is still happening on the 12th of May, and I'm so excited. Nintendo absolutely smashed it out of the park with this direct. They absolutely smashed it. Best direct ever. Now, one of the things Nintendo didn't announce that was coming to the Game Boy or Game Boy Advance games was anything Pokemon. And whilst we're waiting on Metroid Prime Remastered to download so I could stream that, we kind of got to talking on Twitch about why. And one of my Twitch was Ellie was like, maybe they just don't want to. But that was not my answer. No. My answer was, why have they not announced any Pokemon stuff coming to the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance stuff in a Nintendo Direct? Because Pokemon Day is just right around the corner. Right around the corner is Pokemon Day. Monday, February 27th is right around the corner. And what better place to come out and say, hey, Pokemon Red and Blue are going to be available on the Game Boy for everybody, and for Japanese people, Red and Green will be available. And we're also going to be adding Gold, Silver, and also Yellow. We're going to be adding that Pokemon trading card game, whatever it was called, the one for Game Boy Color. We're going to be adding, to the Game Boy Advance stuff, we're going to be adding Ruby, Sapphire, Crystal, Fire Red, Leaf Green, and to the N64, we're going to be adding Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2. Like, there's definitely a reason why there's not anything Pokemon coming to the Game Boy or Game Boy Advance stuff during this Direct. It is because Nintendo are going to leave it to Pokemon to announce it and say that later today they're going to be added to that. That is why they did it. They didn't do it because, they didn't want to put Pokemon Red on here. Like, they know exactly what they're doing. Nintendo knew exactly what they're doing. Leave out Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue, which would definitely sell Switch Online. But leave it out, let Pokemon announce it on Pokemon Day, and grant even more hype for it, and make a very good Pokemon Day celebration out of it. So this year's Pokemon Day is going to be very, very big, I feel. Going to get the Scarlet and Violet DLC, but we're also going to get every classic Pokemon game ever released on the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance released, along with Pokemon Stadium. And if none of that gets released, I will eat the microphone I'm recording this video with.